Hello, welcome to the Groundwork Music Channel's tutorial series. I am Mr. Dwayne.
And I'm Amazing Jane.
And today we are going to share some tips about
posture and technique.
Posture and technique. There's a saying in music about what are the three most important things when playing an instrument.
Technique, technique, and technique.
Technique, technique, and technique. And starting with technique, we're going to talk about posture.
Posture.
Yeah. At Groundwork, we use a little rhyme to remind about posture. Do you remember that rhyme?
Flat to front, shoulder square, looking like you could jump from a chair.
That's right. So, a good straight, shoulder square, ukulele flat, feet firmly on the ground. I noticed you have a box down there.
Yeah, that's because with this chair height, my feet can't reach the ground.
Ah, so that gives you a foundation so you could spring from your chair.
Yeah, it's really hard to spring from my chair doing this. On my tippy toes.
I'm ready to play ukulele!
I'm ready to play ukulele! Yeah!
Okay, so having a chair height or a box or whatever you need to make sure you have a good foundation is important.
Yes.
Right. All right. And then you are in resting position.
Yeah.
That's what we call this. Ukulele resting on our thigh. And we have the strings muted. Headstock is up here. Nothing's going to hit the tuning pegs and knock them out of tune.
Hopefully not your face too.
Hopefully not my face, especially. Or yours. And then we move into playing position. And that's the other good thing about resting position is you're ready to go.
Ready to go.
Ready to go. All right. And then in playing position, we can either rest our ukulele on our thigh or can kind of suspend it with these fingers, right?
Yeah. Because if it's not resting on my thigh, then there's nothing to stop it from slipping to.
My right hand is supporting the ukulele and the right thumb is
Rubbing on the sweet spot.
the sweet spot. Right, so we can pluck or strum with the pad of our thumb. And what we call the sweet spot is?
Where the neck meets the body.
That's right, right where the neck meets the body. And that's where we typically want our thumb to land when we're playing. Now, the real left hand is over here. And we put the thumb on the back.
Thumb on the back.
It's approximately behind the second fret.
Or if you want to be exact, you can just like do this.
And when you're holding it in playing position, the thumb is pointing up. And the fingers are aligned with the first four frets. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're just kind of hanging out, curled over the fretboard, ready to reach wherever they need to go, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that is playing position, resting position, posture, and those are definitely technique. If you don't practice a technique and you don't get it just in your hands and in your body and just have that muscle memory for it, then when you turn your attention to paying attention to a bandmate or what chord changes are coming up or what lyrics you need to sing next, then your body is not going to know what to do with technique and it's just going to kind of go any old way. For instance, you remember when we did the C chord tutorial?
Yes.
Okay, so towards the end there, we played Row, Row, Row Your Boat. And let's see what happens when we start playing Row, Row, Row Your Boat.
I'm nervous. My leg is up here.
Right. And your thumb is up here. Your fingers are over here. You're not even really in the sweet spot. Right now, you're in this position, right?
Yeah.
So, can you quickly move to your F chord? And now you see? Alright, how about your G?
Good.
And back to the C? Well, it doesn't matter if you know where it is or not, because you're not going to be able to get there with your knee in the way. To practice your technique, because it is important to be, for your body to know how to hold and play the instrument while your mind thinks about other things. And the only way that happens is by really paying attention to it when you don't have to think about the other things. Like you're going to sit down and you're going to practice the pentatonic scale.
Where are my fingers?
That's pretty good. You've got a little bit of a tilt still. You don't have the confidence of not looking at your hands while you're playing yet.
But at least my feet are touching.
And your feet are touching, and your legs not in the way. So that is our tutorial on posture and technique, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I am Mr. Dwayne.
And I'm Amazing Jane.
And this is the Groundwork Music Channel. If you enjoyed this, feel free to like it or send a link to people who might enjoy the content. And look for other tutorials from us and other instructors here at Groundwork. And we also have a live stream
Monthly.
every third Sunday
Of every month.
at 10 a.m.
Yes.
Yeah. And if you can't make the live stream, the recordings stay up here on the Groundwork channel. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Bye.